Alright, everybody, we have a special announcement. Best Buy no longer selling DVDs, Blu-rays, 4K, and it's an interesting turning point in the world that we live in, and I think this is a historical moment, and I wanted to talk about it. I remember going to Best Buy in Little Rhodey, as I like to call it. A lot of people call it Rhode Island, the smallest state in the United States, but I call it the Ocean State. I grew up in South County. I used to love to go up to Warwick, Rhode Island, and go to Best Buy to find the DVDs. I'm gonna stop talking like that right now. But, it was like an adventure. You go up, see what DVDs. This was before the internet had full-length feature films. You know what I'm saying? There's no Netflix. Netflix was still sending DVDs, When did Netflix happen? I don't know, but when they started out, they were sending in the mail DVDs. You'd have to wait. You'd have a huge queue. You didn't know when you were going to get your stupid movie. And then, before that, there was a Blockbuster. I remember going into Stop and Shop, and they had a tiny little rental section. It was minuscule. It was so cramped. But a lot of times you'd go there when Blockbuster didn't have what you wanted. Or there were countless other local video stores to go to. Here, they got Movie Madness. And, that's cool that they're keeping the thrill of renting, going to a physical location to rent your movie alive. And they got popcorn, they got beer, they got a bunch of other stuff. But it's an interesting situation because I do remember going up to Best Buy. They had like a huge aisles. And all the electronic stuff was small. And then it just kept shrinking and shrieking, and shrieking. But it was a fun experience, you had all these places that you would go in Warwick for entertainment because you couldn't get it online. So you'd go to find your entertainment so you could watch it later. Like Best Buy, FYE, Suncoast, Newberry Comics, so a bunch of them. It was fun. Just go through the aisles with my friends. This looks good. This looks fun. Sometimes you just pick a movie because you look at the cover and it's interesting. There's a place called Anime Crash we used to go to up on Thayer Street in Providence, and they had like all this imported. Probably some of it was bootleg movies, animes, Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball Q, and it was just a fun time. So it's interesting to see it go away. Because I went in this past, what was it? Actually, it was yesterday. I went in yesterday on a Tuesday of all days, and they recently renovated. So they were closed for a period of time, but you had to go to the front of the doors and they would run in and grab what you wanted. So it was a weird system. But so I finally went in after they finished renovations. By the way, I rarely go to Best Buy. So it's even funny that I'm even talking about this. I don't even really care. I shouldn't care because you can still get DVDs everywhere. But anyway, I'm getting off topic. Going to Best Buy, and it's just like a cluster F. Okay? I'm not going to swear because this is a family-friendly show. It's a mess. I go in, you're like going through a maze, and I'm pretty sure they're done. The kitchen stuff is huge, and then you have the U shape is like TVs, and then kitchen stuff, and then the middle is everything's just cramped together. It's insane.
It's bad.
Even the video game section is shrinking, which is interesting. It's just a fun thing to experience. It's not like I'm going to be losing sleep over this, but I just think it's something interesting to talk about, so I wanted to do a video. So even the video games is shrinking. And I asked one person, a younger employee, where's the DVD section? She's like, oh yeah, that's gone now. I was like, oh wow. She's like, yeah, sorry. I was like, oh, that's fine. And then I even mentioned it again when I checked out. I bought Death Stranding for $10, by the way. It was on sale. And I love it. I'm loving Death Stranding so far. It's a very good game. And I asked the guy at the checkout, I was like, so no more DVDs, huh? He's like, yeah. I guess it was just a matter of time. He's like, yep. And this was also a younger guy, so he's like, I don't care. I watch everything on YouTube or stream it. But it's a funny situation because it ended at 4K. So you can stream in 4K, but then you're putting at risk a connection. So I get that it's obviously not gone away completely yet. You obviously will always be able to get DVDs, but there is going to be a point where they stop manufacturing them. It's just a matter of time. I mean, you have a lot of companies that will probably keep continuing afterwards, but who knows if it'll happen in my lifetime, if it'll end completely in my lifetime. But that shift is happening so quickly now because once the internet and computers took over, in my lifetime, it's insane how quickly every technology has evolved. And I know that's kind of like an old person thing to say, but it has. It's like Sonic. It's like you gotta go fast, you know? If you don't go fast, then you just stick with what you love and you can get left behind. But streaming, I mean, it is the future. I've been testing out a lot of streaming video games and testing out a lot of streaming entertainment, and it typically runs fine, but it also doesn't all the time. So it's kind of like balancing convenience with quality. What do you want? And I think we're entering this era where convenience is just taking over without even us noticing it, and we're sacrificing that quality. While there will always be those people that love physical media, love to have it in your hand, but now I mean, people don't want to own stuff, which I get. I don't like having a lot of stuff either. Convenience, quality, what do you like? Do you care enough? It's up to you. Personally, I like Game Pass. I like Netflix. I mean, I don't have Netflix anymore. I like some of the streaming services, but I'd be okay without any of them as well. Because honestly, entertainment these days is not very good. So, but yeah, that means no more DVD players. It's time to start thinking about holding on to what you got. Because Goodwill is only good for so long. A lot of the stuff you get at Goodwill is crap. And you see it in video game systems, they're removing ports, CD ports. Just a matter of time. It's going to go away. You know? Just a matter of time. Get ready. Get prepared. Start saving up now. Get your DVD players, get your Blu-ray players, your 4K, whatever it is. Your systems that have DVD players in them, because it's going bye-bye. Everything's temporary, so do what you got to do. Have a Merry Christmas. Peace be with you. And